Check, check, check. How's everybody doing out there? Y'all good? Thanks for tuning in and joining me today. We had some technical difficulties trying to broadcast the show this week, but I'm committed to delivering a new episode by any means necessary. So here we are. That said, welcome to the Wicked Wednesday live stream show. This is episode number 44. And we've been doing these Wicked Wednesday shows every week for about 10 months now, ever since the mandatory COVID closures began. So for those of you that are new to the show, Wicked Wednesdays is a weekly hip-hop gathering that we've been doing in person every single Wednesday for the past 23 years now? But then when COVID hit and everything was forced to close, we immediately moved the event to this online format. In fact, it was March 11th, 2020, the last time we gathered in person for a Wicked Wednesday event. And then without skipping a beat, the very next week on March 18th, 2020, we were up and running in this online version of the show. And we've been rocking every Wednesday night ever since. That's what I like to call resilience. Is there anyone out there who's tuned in and caught every episode, all 44 of them? Drop a comment and let me know.
Inherent secrets of the earth for all that I'm worth. And anywhere I've been on this planet, that shit is my turf. So sit back, relax, spark up and take a chance. Open up your mind and do the war dance. Ooh, ah, yeah, ooh, ah, yeah. It's just a war chant. Take a chance to it. Come on, dance to it. Call your shorty up, yo, when you can romance to it. Say, ooh, ah, yeah, ooh, ah, yeah. It's just a war chant. Take a chance to it. Come on, dance to it. Call your shorty up, yo, when you can romance to it. Wicked.
All right, so before we get started, please do me a favor, hit that share button and hit that follow button. Also, sharing this video with a few groups and tagging some friends down in the comments section is a great way to introduce new people to the show. I know you guys been hearing me talk a lot lately about wanting to, expand this community and expand the brand of Wicked Wednesdays. But I'm going to need all of your help to kind of reach some of those goals this year. So, post a heart emoji down in the comments section if you're with me.
Wicked.
It's true what they say. There's power in numbers. And together I know we can all kind of ramp up our efforts a bit this year and achieve some great things. Also, it's just going to be easier to obtain some of those goals with a collective effort. That's just how it works. So let's keep that positive momentum rolling. Keep spreading the good word about Wicked Wednesdays. Keep sharing the flyers. Keep inviting friends to tune in. Post the info on Instagram and Twitter. Keep wearing the Wicked Wednesday merchandise. And just take some pride in the event. You know what I'm saying? You got to remember, this is your event too. And I got a lot of ideas about how we can kind of expand this community this year. Plus, I'm always open to suggestions as well. So if you got any ideas and you're interested in discussing how we can kind of build Wicked Wednesdays bigger and better, feel free to drop me a direct message and let me know. Anyway, please take a moment, get this shared out, and let's get into some music.
TheRealDJWicked.
Hey yo, I'm glad X saw what many could not see. They caught up in money, fame, and paparazzi. But I do it for the love when I step on the scene. I make the club swing like I'm Vijay Singh. Showers of meteors, take me to your leader or bow to the Lord right now. Either or, ooh, I get hype when I hear crowds roar. I show you a quick shortcut from peace to war. Every lyric is pure, and they travel around the world and give me reason to tour. This is hardcore galore, flamethrower, soon to be quoted as folklore. Turn back whores and glossy actors, hardcore down under like a Aussie raptor. Detect the con before it transforms. No angels and demons in all a man's form. It's like short-term gain, to bring long-term pain. I'm trading dollars for pounds, I trade my dollars for pounds. Cause it's all the same, it's like short-term gain, to bring long-term pain. I'm trading pounds for dollars. I trade my pounds for dollars. It's all part of the game. It's all part of the game.
Yeah. Well, wicked.
Okay, so everybody get a chance to get this shared out and to tag some friends down in the comment section. All right, cool. So, as usual, if you see or hear something you like today, be sure to post a comment down below and let me know. This is episode number 44. Let's have some fun tonight, y'all. And of course, if you enjoy the show today, please keep in mind that I gladly welcome tips and donations. I use PayPal, I use Venmo, and I use Cash App. And my username is TheRealDJWicked. All one word, no spaces. Again, this is a 100% grassroots, community-funded show, and it's your contributions that help make it possible for me to continue delivering new episodes every week. There's no corporate sponsors. There's no Malto Meal, no KY Jelly. None of those companies are dumping any money into the show. And that means I get to play whatever I want. And I don't have to mention their company every 5 minutes during the show. Plus, it's just something special to be said about running a completely independent, community-based event like this one. But however, it means that it's on us to keep this thing afloat. And it's contributions from all you lovely members of the community that go towards fun in the future episodes. So, on that note, everyone who sends a contribution today will receive a complete track listing featuring all the songs that I played during the show today. On that note, I got to give a big shout out to all the contributors. This show literally could not happen without you. So, thank you for your continued support and your generosity. Give yourselves a round of applause.
Wicked.
beat, so now it's mission complete. Don't even ask me, I'm nasty, grasp these fundamentals of what I've been through. A skinny nerdy kid learning this since 5th grade. Bitch made followers used to say you rap all the time, and now they swallow nuts. I did an album with Dante Ross, Electra complaining about amounts they lost. A coin toss, who wins with wood and nickels, and put in pistols, second hose to the Bristol. You misquote anything I say, I come out swinging blades, images, you getting 10%. Check my temperament, hostile, volatile, it cost you more than your record label advance. I'm unknowing whenever a blow lands, you know that's another picture for the Kodak with a low hat. The ravenous savages grab your shit cause you ain't having guts. You got ulcers and stomach aches and fun to make you squirm. My germ is spread throughout your new house. Only had a few styles next to the Remy. Then I'ma show you weak in every inning you attending. I rock denim and you don't know what I got in them. I could be packing, so save your half-baked notions, not knowing what's at stake. You'll have to face my magistrate. The clavicle adds your skull to the fractures before you act up. Dealer's deals, move over here, go some melodrama if you wanna. Look at me crazy, but I'm like, what's your optometrist? You on my list, getting you is simplistic. You wanna play and don't never keep your distance, not a misprint. This is fact, not fiction. So like crack, talk about you and Christian. Listen.
All right, let's do a roll call real quick. Let's see who's tapped in and watching today. Whether you're in Portland or whether you're on the other side of the globe, drop a comment below and let me know where you're tuned in from. What city, what state, what country, and what's one thing that you can think of that would help grow this community this year. Be sure to drop a comment and let me know. I always go back after the show and I read all the comments. So I'm interested in what your suggestions are going to be.
DJ Wicked.
I'm the last all fighter. Push up your lighter, let's engage and synergize. Take the vibe much higher. Pull a all-nighter, skater the graph writer. Or here's a naughty cipher if you wanna get iller. Sip your tequila, blaze your sense familiar. I'll just roll with my thriller. Cheat and builder, type of skyscraper. Watching all the haters suddenly go schizo. Broke out, they caught the vapor. Shouts to all breakers, DJs and capoeistas. You can practice Haitian now or practice a roller. Crowd motivator, modern day phenomena. Coming up from the under, the dream transmuter, worldwide traveler, fallacy unraveler, trans-euro connecting. I'm the student and the teacher. Each and every one of us, the city planners, buku ones, I and the man. Each and every one of us, the city planners, buku ones, I. It's the black underestimated KID. My word wizardry shines with the greatest of ease. I'm gonna mash it up. Mash it up. We gonna mash it up. Mash it up. And Mr. Coppertone Chiller can't go California. I raise up cool, but I will smooth flash on you. I'ma mash it up. Mash it up. I'ma mash it up. Mash it up. I once met little Penny in the club sipping Henny. She was very
DJ Wicked.
That last one was by Buku One, called Mash It Up. Alright, so today, just like every Wednesday, I'm going to be spinning a bunch of old school and underground hip hop, all on vinyl. It's as authentic as it gets. Remember, Wicked Wednesdays isn't your top 40 commercial radio station. This is where you come to hear those lesser known gems. So keep an open mind as you listen today, and I guarantee you'll hear something that you like. So, before we get too far into the show, I want everyone to take one moment and tag a celebrity down in the comment section and invite him to come check out the show today. It could be a famous rapper, it could be a ball player, it could be an actor, it could be a DJ. Just basically anybody with, star power and influence. And when you tag them down in the comment section, be sure you ask them to share this out to their network. Let's see if any of them are down to share this out.
Yeah, it's well wicked.
Left behind was never tested in mouth, instead testifying. My wig represents the main of a line, never claiming Mr. Roster, but thank Jah for Zion. The belt of Orion gave way to Sirius, gave the hour of Osiris the virus touch gift, then it burns when you piss. This hard eavesdrop the witness. Nat Turner should've never ran his plan to the snitch. Non-violence ain't civil when black cheeks smack and swivel. Poison wine giving the moons one shine, attacks the liver. Trickles as I fell through my cell 25 with the L's. I'm sit in the cell and dwell. Crucifixed upon 3 nails, communication through seashells. The monster ship sails west of Wales. I'm a style lesson fails to reach the youth. Quincy Adams didn't speak the truth. Rappers wanna be players, not understanding the game. I had knowledge of self until they started branding my name. Tattooed a mental, I make beats with monks in the temple. I don't want my body, I mock blocks with Sankofa symbol. Taught to forgive and forget like we ain't supposed to remember. Ignorant of what goes to enter. They did something to the water, increased the growth rate of my daughter. Colonialism invades every border. Father was a horoscopic holistic torture, a blind to signs. I wish I could rewind the time so you can see for self. You knew yourself, you do for self. Instead of what you do to yourself. It's that supreme everlasting foundation. Knowledge is the key to free the black nation. Infiltrate the movement with integration. Supreme everlasting foundation. I go self. Down, know myself. I go self. Pick up yourself, black man.
All right, let's cut it up a little bit. warmed up over here. So did you guys happen to catch that new short documentary on YouTube about the legendary battle between the Hieroglyphics crew and Hobo Junction? If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend it. It was put together by Shomari Smith, and it's simply called The Battle. It's only about 25 minutes long, but it's a great little glimpse at some important Bay Area hip-hop history. The High Road vs. Hobo Junction battle is considered by many as one of the most influential rap battles in hip-hop history. And I remember I used to have a copy of the battle on a cassette tape back in the day. And I remember it was like a dub of a dub of a dub. And the hissing noise was so loud on the cassette tape that I could barely hear the actual battle. I'm showing my age. I used to rock cassette tapes.
DJ Wicked.
And I'ma do it like this. 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 I got it. And I'ma do it like this. 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 I got all my bases covered, I don't leave it to chance. And when I'm on the mic, I always keep it in hand. I got all my bases covered, I don't leave it to chance. And when I'm on the mic, I always keep it in hand. I got all my bases covered, I don't leave it to chance. And when I'm on the mic, I always keep it in hand. I got all my bases covered, I don't leave it to chance. And when I'm on the mic, I always keep it in hand. I got all my bases covered, I don't leave it to chance. And when I'm on the mic, I always keep it in hands. And when y'all hear this beat, all the people will dance. Whack rap, step it up, I make it be in your pants. I've reached the pinnacle, you can't speak my syllables. Cats like to say styles, you're unwinnable. I've been a fool up like a centerfold, because I've been a rap criminal since I was just a little boy. Don't take me literal when I say I'm invincible. That simply means I'm killing foes with my iller flows. Take a toe, kick 4 bars, give myself 4 stars. I like the type of look with tight clothes, no bras, no drawers. Rock a topic off the top of the head. When I'm dying, I'm freestyling out the hospital bed. Who wanna test me? Kids, you got to be sick. I'll change the rapper's name to Styles, is apostrophe. If you breath of fresh air, do you feel me? Hip hop, it got soft, now we taking it back. Breath of fresh air, do you feel me? Hip hop, it got weak, now we making it fat. Breath of fresh air, do your senses, breathe in. Feels good. Breath of fresh air, do your lungs, breathe in. Take it back. I like
Wicked.
Just kind of smoothing it out a little bit. So I want to give a couple quick birthday shout outs. So check it out. Monday, January 11th was Jay Bosich, aka King Fader's birthday. It was also Ryan Curtis's birthday and Blake McCoy's birthday. Tuesday, January 12th was Jim Kelly's birthday and Siobhan Noel Sayers' birthday. Shout out to Siobhan. That's the homie right there. Big Wicked Wednesday supporter. Moving right along. Wednesday, January 13th was Jonathan Millward's birthday. Thursday, January 14th was Kip Rock's birthday up in Seattle. Shouts out to the homie Kip Rock. And also Brian McKee's birthday. Shouts out to the McKee brothers, Jason and Brian. Friday, January 15th is Josh Johnson's birthday and Dylan Tilbury's birthday. And Sunday, January 17th is Sarah Jane Zagone's birthday, or Zagone or Zagone. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but sorry if I butchered your name. Shouts out to Sarah Jane. Happy birthday. And I got a couple celebrity birthday shout outs I want to run through real quick. Monday, January 11th was Mary J. Blige's birthday. She turned 50. Guilty Simpson turned 41. And Big Bank Hank from Sugar Hill Gang would have turned 65, but he had passed away back in 2014 at age 58. Rest in peace, Big Bank Hank. Tuesday, January 12th, Raekwon of the Wu-Tang Clan turns 51, and Zach De La Rocha of Rage Against the Machine turned 51 as well. Wednesday, January 13th, Be Legit turned 49. That's E40's cousin. Shouts out to Be Legit. Happy birthday. Thursday, January 14th, LL Cool J turns 53, and Slick Rick turns 56, and Sibo turns 49. January 15th, Friday, Micah 9 turns 52, Pitbull turns 40, and Ninth Wonder turns 46, and Martin Luther King Jr. would have been 91, but he was killed back in April of 1968 at age 39. Also, this coming Monday is MLK Day, so happy MLK Day. Moving right along, Saturday, January 16th was Sade's 62nd birthday, Frankie Cutlass's 50th birthday, and R&B singer Aaliyah would have been 42, but she passed away back in August of 01 at 22 years old. Last but not least, this Sunday, January 17th is Michelle Obama's 57th birthday, Jim Carrey's 59th birthday, Ray J's 40th birthday, and Lil Jon's 50th birthday. Shouts out to all the Capricorns out there. If you or someone you know has a birthday coming up, send me a direct message with all the details and let me know, and I'll do my best to give them a shout out during the next show. All right? Let's get back into some music.
DJ Wicked.
But the king's back.
Yeah, without no doubt.
You can say I'm the boss, so get lost. The king's back.
And I ain't been cramped.
All the wheels are still holding it down.
When the ground
Try to be the ace, but the king's back.
come out of my throne, you can't rep it like me.
The invincible, untouchable.
The emperor. Son, show respect when I'm rocking the two texts.
He cuts, scratch, transforms with finesse. My dude Rev is the king of the decks. Do the knowledge for real. Motherfuckers should acknowledge the skill. 4x44 your face and demolish your grill. Listen, I ain't a DJ, but I cut and scratch. With a jib star razor, what's fucking with that? So hey, Mr. DJ, play that song. Watch how you speak, for I have to spray that bomb. DJs break records and make them hits. Corny records get broke, we don't play them shits. Use your CD to crush up the kush while you try to pay your DJ to give it the push. Nah, no payola ain't the way of a soldier. Work on your craft, the motherfucking flow is trash. Sean Price is the best of the best. With my man Revolution, the king of the decks.
The kingpin win the wax spins. The grand mixologist.
Try to be the ace, but the king's back.
Without no doubt.
You can say I'm the boss, so get lost. The king's back.
Hold the globe in my iron palm. One hand holds a fader. You can call me the Don.
Try to be the ace, but the king's back.
You can't rep it like me.
The invincible.
Emperor. Inventing a scratch sentence. Turning up the temperature. Son, show respect when I'm rocking the two texts.
While I'm deep up in the cut up in the city, I'm bred from. You couldn't find a task if I left a trail of breadcrumbs. Red rum is rampant with these niggas trying to match me. So it's not a lot of places in the city you could catch me. So scratch me if you can while I cram to understand how rev hands move faster than the trains in Japan. Spies go deep to peak, attach monopoly. Stalking while I'm walking, gotta kick them off my property. CD to the wax is to the mini disc. I bogart the microphone like, yeah, nigga, give me this. Mic check 1 3 1 3. When the revolution starts, where the fuck you gon' be? See me? I'ma be by the bar posted, looking at y'all motherfuckers through my glass like goldfish. Oh shit. You got the best from the west, catastrophe of revolution, the kings of the deck.
Tell the people what you're the king of.
king of the king of
Worlds collide, I try to keep it all inside. I got scars, but they hard to hide. Sometimes I gotta swallow my pride. I try to tell them I tried. Sometimes life is a hell of a ride.
Alright, y'all. So if you just tuned in, welcome to the Wicked Wednesday live stream show. This is episode number 44. Please hit that share button and the follow button if you haven't already. And be sure to drop a comment down below in the chat section. Let me know where you're tuned in from. I'm live and direct from Portland, Oregon myself. Stomping grounds of Bill Shonley. Stomping grounds of Tanya Harding. And stomping grounds of Bob the Weather Cat. Rest in peace. And this one right here is by Rasco, called Worlds Collide, featuring Aesop Rock.
Worlds collide, I try to keep it all inside. I got scars, but they hard to hide. Sometimes I gotta swallow my pride. I try to tell them I tried. Sometimes life is a hell of a ride. Worlds collide, I try to keep it all inside. I got scars, but they hard to hide. Sometimes I gotta swallow my pride. I try to tell them I tried. Sometimes life is a hell of a ride.
Sell a metal propeller that piss missiles by the fistfuls. SOCOM cinema sort of slither at its pixels. The community seeds encourage the heaters till every lamppost burgundy with the blood of future leaders. See the eagles pop probably to impress his peoples. Teethers too young to know what beef is. We were dumb too as teens on weekends, but see a couple stumble and it breaks the sequence. It was the 80s, yay was yuppie clubber fun. Now every guppy shovel bump, pump it out or huff it up. And when the babies play to hug a sucker punch, stubborn ducky biting the knuckle that hook a supper up. No, you lost for guerrilla citizens. If you get a crumb, break bread with your lineage. If you see a king shake hands with jesters, you will brush it to the gutter and expand the network. Build Rome. Modern evil is a magnet, happy to prey on easily persuadable draft picks. Flash with click clack glorification to clip them wings. Puppets for the man, clip them strings, yeah.
Worlds collide, I try to keep it all inside. I got scars, but they hard to hide. Sometimes I gotta swallow my pride. I try to tell them I tried. Sometimes life is a hell of a ride. Worlds collide, I try to keep it all inside. I got scars, but they hard to hide. Sometimes I gotta swallow my pride. I try to tell them I tried. Sometimes life is a hell of a ride.
Talk about this week in hip-hop history real quick. First up, January 12th, 1981, Blondie released her hit single called Rapture. And this song, of course, helps shine a spotlight on hip-hop in its very early stages. There's even a shout-out to Fat Five Freddy and Grandmaster Flash in this song. Shouts out to Blondie, Rapture. Next up, January 15th, 1991, Gangstar released their second album titled Step in the Arena. Rest in peace, Guru. Moving right along, also on January 15th, 1991, DJ Quick released his debut album called Quick is the Name. If you could only afford to buy one of these albums on release date, which one would you buy? Gangstar or DJ Quick? Drop a comment, let me know. Moving right along, January 15th, 1994, Snoop Dogg releases the hit single Gin and Juice. And did you know that in May of 2018, Snoop Dogg broke the Guinness World Record for making the biggest gin and juice cocktail of all time, weighing in at 132 gallons. Shouts out to Big Snoop Dogg. January 17th, 1996, Nas's debut album, Illmatic, was certified gold. What's your favorite song on the Illmatic album? Drop a comment and let me know. And last but not least, January 11th, 2000, Ice Cube's movie Next Friday was released. And this is what the soundtrack to Next Friday looks like. And that concludes this week in hip-hop history.
Get out while I'm outside as the door closes. Baby, I don't wanna turn this into a war of the roses. Rock bottom to the lowest and feeling hopeless. I hope you notice my prayer day to stay focused. She don't know what broke is. I grew up in a rough ass part of LA where no one wants to live. Give us another chance to advance. Sorry, Abby, but I gotta find another man. Damn, can a Scorpio get stung? Maybe I was young and dumb and full of cum and hella sprung. No, never that. Life is too short and you don't get it back. Roger that. She hanging up, I'm calling back. Later on, we'll be making up in the sack. She's always right. We fuss and break up. We argue, fighting to make up. And something seems wrong, but she don't say what. And even if she strikes me first, I can't touch. You gotta love it, though we never get to the bottom of it. It's like dealing with the alcoholic. When we drunk off love, we just can't call it. And when we smoked off bud, then we both frolic. She's always right, we fuss and break up. We argue, fighting to make up. No, baby.
Alright, y'all, so this is the most important part of the show. It's selfie time. And here's how it's gonna work this week. Since this is episode number 44, I need everybody to throw up a 44, take out their phone, snap a selfie, and then send that selfie directly to my inbox on Facebook Messenger. What I do is I take all the selfies and I make a recap collage out of them, and then I share it on Facebook the next day. So, throw up the 44, snap that selfie, and send that selfie directly to my inbox. I want to make sure I can include you in that recap collage, alright? And go.
Wicked.
It's a brand new Rascast right here called 5 Mics.
Mics for the ones I didn't get in the source. Still top 5 dead or alive when he spitting the verse. Dickin' a nurse named Amber when she getting alert. My baby's missing down her throat and she spitting a purse. A 5 Mics, Tyson, black socks and shorts. Knock him out the box like flipping a hearse. Dickin' the dirt. A 5 Mics, Jordan. Before the crime meme, ain't no iron team, but it's a couple eyes in the Lion King. I am he, and he is I. Cause you can't spell deity without the word die. Fuck your life, nigga. Hip hop classic, 5 Mics, nigga. Jackson Thriller before the black and white, nigga. Mike, call me Mickey. The brand expand like Disney Plus. The lineup crispy, give me more M's. Bet bread, bitch, I'm on your head, bitch. I'm Mike Vick, human dog fight, you dead bitch. Mike for the ones I didn't get in the source. I'm still top 5 that are alive, spitting the verse. Mike for the ones I didn't get in the source. I'm still top 5 that are alive, spitting the verse. Me and your mom high five doing sexual intercourse. 2-time hip hop portable shit up in the source. Mike D. Epps, Phelps, Rapper Poor, Killer Mike Myers, Urban Bay, Michael Moore, Mike's, B. Jordan, J. Fox, Clark Duncan, K. Williams, Jai White. Let me stop him.
How's everybody doing out there? Y'all still with me? This is Wicked Wednesday, episode number 44. Drop a hashtag WW44 down in the comment section. Let me know you're still here. Also, shouts out to everyone who always stays and watches clear to the very end of each show. I appreciate y'all. Alright, so check it out. This is a segment that I call Your MP3 Warning. Basically, it's part of the show where I choose one record to share from my collection that possesses some type of fun, interesting, special, unique, or sentimental quality to it. It's kind of like a show and tell for fans of hip-hop and vinyl culture. So that said, today I'm sharing my copy of the 1990 West Coast hip-hop classic called We're In This Together by a group called Low Profile. So, the reason I'm sharing this record today is because this is probably one of my favorite hip-hop albums of all time. And as you can see, I have a lot of hip-hop albums. Anyways, if I had to choose one record that really speaks to me above and beyond all of the others, I would probably choose this one right here. If you guys have an all-time favorite hip-hop album, drop a comment below and let me know. So, the group Low Profile consisted of one MC and one DJ. We're talking about WC and DJ Aladdin. Both of these cats were way ahead of their time, and to me, they represented everything pure about hip-hop. You gotta remember, they released this album 31 years ago on Priority Records, and in my opinion, it still holds its weight today. So, Low Profile, these cats, they're phenomenal at their craft, and they just showed in this project that you can make a solid hip-hop masterpiece from start to finish. And this record is everything that hip-hop should be. It's street, it's conscious, it's lyrical, it's aggressive, it's boom bap, and it's West Coast. Plus, WC and DJ Aladdin fully encompass the old phrase, 2 turntables and a microphone. Every song is a team effort. Both the MC and the DJ, they get to shine, they get to interact back and forth with each other. Even more impressive is that DJ Aladdin was still in his teens when he produced this entire album. Anyway, for me, the standout songs in this record are Pay Your Dues, Keep 'Em Flowing, and Funky Sound. And if you're a fan of hip-hop but not familiar with this album, I strongly suggest that you add it to your music library and find out what it's all about. Anyways, I know I usually share more colorful, kind of like novelty type records during this segment, but when it comes to this one, it's not expensive, it's not super rare, there's no fancy poster inside, it's just pressed on black vinyl, but it's the music that speaks for itself. And it's records like this that make your MP3s born. Alright, let's get back into some music.
Bust like never before, must come back to settle the score. Just a casualty of war. Bust, we better for sure. Bust like never before, must come back to settle the score. Just a casualty of war. Bust, we better for sure. Like never before, come back to settle the score.
I can make a whole personnel of humans suffocate in the flames. Afterlife is claimed, difficult name. Controlling words in a world with different codes name. Take significant aim, and even in your past life, you was not harder. You were either a stealer of inventions or a martyr. Every time two Mex styles are minted, of Mexican descent, you have either been exiled or fermented. Los Angeles is turning into Gattaca. Load and reload like Metallica, memorizing Encyclopedia Britannica. If the Pope's afraid to die, then what about you? Even he's afraid of the power of the afterlife crew.
Bust like never before, must come back to settle the score. Just a casualty of war. Us, we better for sure. Bust like never before, must come back to settle the score. Just a casualty of war. Us, we better for sure. Like never before, come back to settle the score. A casualty of war. We better for sure. Like never before, come back to settle the score. A casualty of war. We better for sure. Who's the ultimate? Yo, crews can't cope with it. This ain't habits, it's always again. And I hope you know they fit. Bada, please be a better rider. Firefighter when I'm looking for the ladder. Higher, reach big mo. First string from Project Blow. Yo, music dude so slow. To the next interlude, we go. Good up with close amigos. We back, we both. Represent the coast, right? Trying to get dope, trying to get it stuck. I'ma come easy like a quick buck. Keep it going around, you gon' get cut. Do dirt, lay low, care time when I throw my fist up. Fist up, you just one meant to bust. I know them slugs weren't meant for us. I stay getting bent off just laughing at the blow. You coughed up in the world, we get tossed off. All of a sudden, she just wanna push my butt like I'm a pickle. Elevator, time and doomsday detonator. No names in the game, play turn haters, I burn traitors in the clan's favor. Watch for man flavor sorted. What you wanna do? Me first stroke, who your rep couldn't afford it.
I thought I ought to tell you, better get warned. I thought I ought to tell you, better get warned.
Just listen to the man on the mic.
Bust like never before, must come back to settle the score. Just a casualty of war. Us, we better for sure. Bust like never before, must come back to settle the score. Just a casualty of war. Us, we better for sure.
The dots, 10mm Glocks, blow you out your socks. Plant your rocks, pat your chest, and grab your cock. Exploitation for power.
Alright, y'all. I'm gonna play a few more and then I'm gonna get out of here. If you enjoyed the show today, please remember that tips and donations are gladly accepted. I use PayPal, I use Venmo, and I use Cash App. And my username is TheRealDJWicked. All one word, no spaces. You know, it's kind of funny. After the show, I always go back and read all the comments. And I always see people in the chat section talking about what's the name of this song, and who's this artist, and who's that artist. So I always got to remind people, just keep in mind that if you send a contribution in any amount, then I'll gladly send you a complete track list featuring all the songs that I played during the show. And that's a win-win, right? Because not only will you be supporting the show, but you also don't have to go out and try and hunt down all the individual tracks. So anyway, just something to keep in mind. This next one is by Paris from Oakland, the Black Panther hip hop. This next song is one I like to put on in my ride when I'm cruising around town.
the twin burner, 21 shots in my drawers. Red beam on a pig, make 'em pause. You can take it or leave it alone. Stay away from a soldier when he in the zone. Make way for a panther that's free to roam and creeping on all enemies until all his people roam.
Say this, play this, spray this, can't evade this.
Water shot.
We bang this, claim this, name this, sang this, thang this.
Water shot.
That's the sound you can't avoid. First round is on your boy. We clap back with that, get back, it's that.
The water shot.
Come alive from the bay. Decide where the black lives die every day. No rise in the pay, just hard times of the lost lives on the front lines crying in pain. P, the needle in your sandwich. Blood on behalf of the low and middle classes. Hard truth classics. 12-point plan for freedom. That's the transcript. Stand in demand. It's real spit to keep us out of coffins. Gives a mad fuck about the law, chalk them off it. No for too many, penitentiary is calling. What's the next level? Gotta bring it to the devil. Mobbing, squabbing, it's on from the get. Explode, reload. How many of us left? Film at 11, channel 7. Hold your breath when the black steel bring the hammer time back. It's a rap. Nope, it's not the Occupy movement. Thanks, but no thanks. I already know the truth and was very well acquainted with the term revolution. Way before you waited for the price to drop and moved in. Repeat that, tweet that. PDOG back, freedom fighter relapse. Strap, lean back, I get relaxed. I'm putting hands on the enemy and pulling white sheets back.
Say this, play this, spray this, can't evade this.
Water shot.
We bang this, claim this, name this, sang this, thang this.
Water shot.
That's the sound you can't avoid. First round is on your boy. We clap back with that, get back, it's that. She said that, it's that. Gorilla in the mix, gotta get that, get back. Hit him with a brick, go ham on a man, and I plan to get us some with a plan. I get it done with a plan to get us some now. About damn time niggas got the meaning. Gorilla funk smothering your set, please believe it. Gorilla funk smothering your set, ain't no weakness, just rough rap over rough beats, clipping weak shit. We all rise to rise and bring us up, and strive to bring us up, comprise to bring us up, disguised for the club. Now it's time for freedom. Screaming power to the people at the roof of the Regal. Get my clap on, blast on, who wanna see us? Tell them Mark ass motherfucking pigs we beefing. Trouble rocks ass niggas sick and tired and needing. And we in this motherfucker till we get some relief. It's leave.
Say this, play this, spray this, can't evade this.
Water shot.
We bang this, claim this, name this, sang this, thang this.
Water shot.
That's the sound you can't avoid. First round is on your boy. We clap back with that, get back, it's that.
Water shot.
Till the casket drop. Till the casket drop. Yeah. Till the casket drop. We got
water shot.
That's the sound you can't avoid. First round is on your boy. We clap back with that, get back, it's that.
Water shot.
DJ Wicked.
Alright, y'all. It's about time I sign off and get out of here. As usual, I'm going to end the show with some scratching. So be sure to drop a comment down below if you're feeling it. Also, don't forget to send me your selfie throwing up the 44 for episode number 44. I want to make sure that I can include your selfie in that recap collage. On that note, I hope to see you guys back here next Wednesday, January 20th. Till then, be safe, stay well, and I'll catch y'all next week. And with that said, it's time I hop in the UFO and blast off.
test.